guys, welcome back to my One Shot Wonder channel. I'm Lizzie the Loudmouth Lesbian and you're watching The Safe Place. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Honesty Hour. Today I'm going to discuss how to avoid getting drugged and how to notice signs that you or somebody that you are with has been drugged and what to do if it happens to you. Hey guys, so a lot of people have been briefed on how to avoid getting drugged, but we're going to be going a little bit more in depth today. So the first thing that a lot of people always talk about is you want to watch your drink at all times. You never want to leave it laying and you never want to turn your back to it. That always leaves you open to vulnerability and for a predator to see that you're not paying attention. So you always want to make sure that you're paying attention to your drink. Another thing that you can do is cover your drink with your hand. So if you're sitting at a bar or a table, you just cover your drink. That way you know nothing can get into that drink. You know that it's safe whenever you're ready to take another drink of it. Another thing to always be wary of, if somebody offers to buy you a drink, I don't recommend ever taking a drink from a stranger. And if it's coming from an acquaintance, I would watch the bartender or whoever is handing out drinks at the party or at the social event that you are at. Watch them make that drink, make sure that it's safe, and always keep your eyes on it. Another tip, if you move tables or you move your spot or you decide to go to the bathroom, always take your drink with you or just throw it away and get a new one. Throwing away and rebuying a drink or having to wait in line for a drink is always better than the alternative, I promise you. So either take it with you or throw it away. Another thing to watch out for, sometimes even if you're watching the drink, they can have the drugs already in the drink, so make sure that you are observant of what is going into the cup at all times. Make sure that you are precautious and that you trust who is making the drink. Whenever you decide that you are going to go out to a party or to a social event, you always want to make sure that you have the buddy system. I know it sounds a little bit pre-K, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. You always want to have somebody with you rather than be by yourself in a situation. If something does happen and you get drugged, that way you know you have somebody with you by your side looking out for you. So now you know some tips on how to avoid getting drugged, but it happens sometimes no matter what you do. It just happens. Sometimes you're just that unlucky. So a better way to be prepared is to know how to notice that you've been drugged. So some of the signs that you're going to see is you're going to feel really drowsy. You're going to have some confusion and it's going to be harder to walk and to talk. Always pay attention to these signs. You can be dizzy and you can have some impaired judgment, and you can definitely feel like you're not as conscious as you were, especially if you're not drinking. Take these signs into consideration no matter what. It doesn't matter if you haven't eaten that day or if you've eaten 10,000 calories. Always pay attention to these signs because you never want to underestimate them and put yourself in a bad situation. So if you notice that you or your buddy or anybody around you is having some symptoms of being drugged, you always want to call the police. But make sure you are in a safe position. Like if you're outside somewhere by yourself, try to get back inside and integrate yourself into a crowd so it's harder for people to get to you, but make sure you call the police. That's always what you want to do first. You want to alert the police to the situation in case something does happen and it gets out of control. While you remain on the phone with the police, you're going to want to find your buddy. Let the police know what you're doing. Tell them that you came here with somebody and you're going to feel safer and you're going to have more people to support you and make sure nothing bad happens until the police arrive. So make sure that you stay on the phone with the police and find your buddy. If you can't find your buddy, just make sure to stay on the phone with the police, because if something happens, the police are going to be on the phone and that is going to be your first line of defense if you are alone. If you can't get to a phone, try to find your buddy. In worst case scenario, if you can't find your buddy or a phone to call the police, always make a scene. Scream, cry, panic. Do anything to draw attention to yourself to get whoever is trying to drug you or attack you away from you. This is a good stance when anything is happening to you. You always want to make a scene because people do not want to be caught. That is one thing that everybody tries to avoid in the end. Nobody wants to get caught. So always try to make a scene wherever you are at. But the most important thing is to try to call the police. They are going to be able to help you astronomically more than you and your buddy by yourself. So try to call the police, stay on the phone, find your buddy, and get some help. Alright, my little humans. Remember, stay vigilant, pay attention to your body, pay attention to the people around you to help keep them safe, and always call the police if you feel something is wrong. It doesn't matter how old you are always at risk. It doesn't matter if you're male or you're female, you are always at risk. Pay attention to what is happening around you. Stay safe, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time.